Today I will be addressing two people that recently had the freaking balls to ask me, "Oh, since you're vegan and you drink NutriBullet drinks all the time, why are you still fat?"
What?
Yes, people, this is a real situation. And just in case you have overly blunt, rude people like this in your life and you might have to address this question, I just basically told them the truth. Um, when I first started my NutriBullet journey, which was a couple of years ago, I did all the right things. I took all the refined sugar out, the gluten-filled processed food out. I walked a lot, and I just did what I was supposed to do. But after I remember the reason why I lost weight was to go to a certain trip. Once that trip was over, I kind of went back to my old habits, and it took some time, but I've gained half the weight back. I'm still eating a crap load of processed food, so even though I'm vegan, yes, I'm still messing with processed food. Vegan or not, if you're messing with food that is filled with sugar and gluten and just a lot of crap, you're probably going to have trouble losing weight. Hey everybody, welcome to my first live for Green is the New Lean. My name is Gadget Trish, and I wanted to be very candid and share my journey about how it was for me being vegan. So as of this year, I have been vegan now for 6 years. It has been a very up and down journey, and I was actually surprised to see that post from 6 years ago. Um, looking at the intro, you would have been like, okay, clearly I know I need to stop messing with processed food, but everything's not cut and dry. I honestly would classify myself as a food addict. I have a very addictive personality. I used to be an alcoholic, and I also used to smoke cigarettes every day, a pack a day for about 10 years. And um, in both situations, I gave up those vices because they were no longer serving me. So, what led me to stop smoking was I started developing asthma. And what led me to stop drinking was some amazing friends and family who showed me tough love. And I just, thank God, snapped out of it. But my last vice, my biggest vice, is processed food. I love processed food more than probably anything on this planet Earth, but processed food does not love me. So that is the main reason why I am sick. I am vegan, but still fat and sick. And like I said, it's been a very up and down journey. I think when I went vegan 6 years ago, hey, how you doing, Fly? Welcome to the chat. When I went vegan, I'm going to be honest, I felt like I wasn't quite educated enough to understand everything about it. Like I went vegan mainly to lose weight. And I thought, oh, if you go vegan, you're just going to get really skinny and you're going to get really healthy. And I remember my first year of being vegan, I only lost 5 pounds. And as a matter of fact, let me just take you through my vegan journey. So my vegan journey actually happened by accident. I brought a NutriBullet. I don't remember the year, but I'm going to say around 2014 or something. And if you guys ever tried the NutriBullet dishes, most of them are vegan or vegetarian. So at the time, I didn't even realize I was eating and drinking vegan food, but I loved it. And the NutriBullet actually helped me dealt with sugar addiction, because I was like, oh, instead of me eating ice cream and stuff, I'll just do a NutriBullet. And so January of 2017, I took that vegan challenge and I said, oh, I'm going to try being vegan for at least a month. And I loved it. As a matter of fact, I'm actually sensitive to dairy, so I really didn't have issue with getting rid of dairy. And I have these weird stories with meat, like people don't handle meat well, and then like I always get really sick from it. So it wasn't hard for me to give up meat and dairy. However, there was one drug I never got rid of, and it was the processed food. And processed food, my favorite is like bread. Sugar, I have my ups and downs with it. I got more of a handle of sugar than bread. But anything like that, the mock meats, those are the kind of things I like, fat, greasy food. So around 2018, I got really, really, really sick. And I was like, oh, this vegan life is not for me. I'm really feeling crappy. I started limping. I started getting inflammation everywhere. And a coworker of mine, what up, Ben, introduced me to the Dr. Sebi lifestyle. And in the summer of 2018, I did this thing called the Minerals Fast by A Healthy Crush. Hey, what's up, Elle? And after I did that fast, I felt great. The inflammation's gone. I'm walking. I'm really, really, really feeling good. And then the most unthinkable thing happened. Someone extremely close to me passed away. And I'm going to keep it real. I was very, very, very depressed, very suicidal. And I started messing with sugar. Now, if anybody's familiar with me and sugar, I really don't mess with sugar because diabetes is in my family. I lost my grandmother in 2013 to diabetes. So I really try not to eat sugar. But when this person died, as far as I'm concerned, I died with them, and I just started eating really, really, really unhealthy. And so thank God my mother got me back on track. And then in the summer of 2019, got back on my Dr. Sebi grind, started losing weight, started getting healthy, no more sugar, still dealing with the death. But, I'm starting to, go out with the family. We went on vacation. We did actually, the year of 2019 was one of the best traveling years of my life. And that's because the people in my life knew who passed away. They knew I was in a dark space. And so, I went overseas. I went to the Caribbean. I went to Disney. I did all these epic things in 2019. And then the unthinkable happened. My mother passes away in that winter, very, very close to Christmas. And I can't even begin to put in words how my mother's death has affected me. I'm still affected by her passing away. And to have it so close to someone that I was very close to, I was just checked out at this point. And so 2020 happened. And whether you lost somebody or not, now we're in the Netflix and eat era. No one's caring about their weight. The gyms are closed. The churches are closed. We're eating our souls out. And I developed some of the worst habits in history. I became very lazy. I always watch TV. I never do anything. And to be quite frankly with you, I'm still this person. All I do is eat and watch television. I have not been to any kind of working out in over a year. So, I've picked up this habit from 2020. So now, I finally get called back into my freelance job, and I finally start getting back on track. I did the minerals fast again, did gluten-free, lost all this weight, the best I ever looked, the best I ever felt in over 10 years. And I broke the fast in the worst way possible. I think not even a week later, I ate a trigger food, and I have been eating like a freaking crazy person for over a year straight. And so all I do is eat and binge and binge and binge. And so now we are to the present. It's December of 2022, just a month ago. I got so sick, I almost had to go to the hospital. I could barely walk. Inflammations all through my joints. I sleep all the time. I could barely get out of my bed. And, thanks to like family that helps me out, I'm at this point where I felt like I've aged like 40, 50 years overnight. And I'm still not in the best headspace. I'm going to be honest with you. I have been grieving over my mom and several people. And every time I turn around, someone else keeps passing away. And this has become, quote unquote, the new normal. What I would like to do for 2023 is push forward. I'm going to show you how I really eat, because I get that question a lot. Oh, you always eating healthy. How are you still fat and sick? Because I'm not always eating healthy. So this is how I really eat. And this is the food that I had like in the last couple of days. Vegan ice cream, which I don't really do ice cream as much, but I was like, oh, since I'm detoxing, let me get ice cream. And truth be told, now I had this around Christmas, right? This one I had last week. True story. It caused my joints to get really stiff and I couldn't use my hand for hours. It's almost like I was paralyzed. It was weird. So now, just like when I remember the last time I smoked a cigarette, I think I was 29 years old. I remember my lungs got full with mucus and all I remember was I couldn't breathe right. Every time I want to get ice cream, I'm going to remember that my hands got stiff. So, oh God, I'm really embarrassed to show you this, but everybody's like, how are you still having issues? Because I eat like a pig. So this is a pizza pie that I got at Vito Slices. The first time I got this, I ate 4 slices in one freaking day, which is unbelievable. These are some of the snacks and things I purchased. So the other day I had some vegan plant-based deli slices. I could have easily did mushrooms, but I don't know. But me being lazy. I also tried that Tabitha Brown sausages because I had to try it. I really have a thing for Beyond Sausage. I know I need to stop eating this stuff. The oils are not good for you. But I love the sausages. Then potato chips, which is one of the worst things you could eat. So that's 1 bag, 2 bags. And I think I had this maybe 3 days ago. Okay. And then because I was craving sweets the other day, I got like this key lime, healthy-ish, Hail Mary, whatever this is supposed to be. It was kind of, it was all right. But the desserts that I make from scratch from Dr. Sabi are actually a lot better and a lot healthier. So that's just an idea how I really eat. So if you're like, how the heck is this girl overweight? Last time I weighed myself, which is about a week ago, I think I was like 187, which makes me like 52 pounds overweight. My goal is like 135, 145. So right now I am doing intermittent fasting. I eat basically once a day and I do 1 drink. And with a little bit of improvements, I am seeing a big difference. I am officially out of my bed. I'm walking better. I'm not walking as well as I should. And just in case anybody's wondering, yes, I already made an appointment to see a doctor. I think my mom had rheumatoid arthritis, and so does my sister. So I could have that. My mom also had some other health issues I might be mimicking. We never know. But no matter how you cut this cake of crazy, I need to stop eating this food. Like if you have any form of arthritis, sugar makes it worse. It's very inflammatory. I mean, I'm keeping it real. I'm just being lazy. I don't like, I'm not saying that I don't like to cook, but it's just like, if I could choose between packaged foods, I'm gonna pick packaged foods, and I'm Uber Eats down. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's the game plan. We're going back to Dr. Sabi at least for the next year. Um, I'm not going to classify myself as a Dr. Sabi lifestyle person, but I probably more likely will just stay in that lifestyle because I notice I don't feel crappy when I stay in that lifestyle. Like I think it's okay if I'm on vacation once in a while eating something like that, but like there should never be a bag of potato chips in here. Like I know how bad potatoes are for me. Why is that in the house? So, there are times when like I remember when I went to Paris, all I had to eat was french fries. But I wasn't in Paris that long for that to be an issue. Like, make it make sense. Oh my God. Thanks, Elle, for the recommendations. Um, I will look into that. Um, Honestly, I might even look into maybe even counseling, like get to the root to why I keep eating processed food to the way that I do it. I've been like this my whole life though. Like I remember my mom used to cook some really amazing food, and I would take my allowance money and sneak junk food in the house. She never let us have junk food. I don't know if that's the reason why I like junk food so much, because it was such a forbidden food or something. But at the end of the day, we need to get to the root to our vices and why do we do what we do. So I don't know, guys. I hope that whatever you're struggling with doesn't consume you. Um, Unfortunately for my father, he would have been passed away already. Like my father died at 45. I'm over 45, under 50. That's all I'm saying. But it's like kind of scary to think like I would have been passed away already if I was in my father's shoes. And actually, that was the main reason why I went vegan, because I was having cholesterol issues. And I, was seeing documentaries and they were like, oh, yeah, if you get rid of animal products, it will help reverse heart issues. And then, the good thing is my heart is great now, but now I got all this weird inflammation. And I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. Like you guys saw all the food that I purchased in the last 2 weeks. So I'm not going to act like, oh, I wonder why. I know why. I eat like a pig and I eat really, really bad foods. So, that's my vegan story. And that is why I'm still fat and sick. And, and my goal is not to be skinny per se. It's just to be healthy, to be, at a healthy weight. I think like in those apps, it says I need to be like 120 something. That's too skinny. I got a big head. But, I just don't want to have like, I don't want to have like so much fat in my stomach. I look pregnant. So, I have very skinny legs and a very big stomach, and people always offer me a seat on the train because they think I'm pregnant. And I'm like, I don't even argue because I do want the seat, but I'm like, oh, I ain't pregnant. I just got skinny legs. Yeah, I try not to be hard on myself, but you know what the issue is, Elle, because you were on my live on my other channel. Part of the reason why I get so sick though is because I eat foods that I know that will legitly make me feel worse. Like it's one of those things. Like it's one thing if I was eating unhealthy and I was still like not and feeling good. I feel like crap. I feel horrible when I wake up, and it's like every day I legitly wake up and thank God that my eyes are open. That's how sick I feel. So it's just like sometimes, I mean, yeah, granted things entice us and stuff. I remember when I used to smoke cigarettes, that stuff used to entice me. And then when my lungs started hurting, I said no more. And so hopefully the next time I go for ice cream or like the pizza, I'm not so worried about because the pizza's, one, it's expensive, and two, I don't eat it like that. But like I would say potato chips and ice cream are two things that should never come back in my house ever again. Ever, 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 ever again. All right. Fly, me, fly. We on the same page. Yeah, I think the foods that certain foods, especially processed foods, it's so hard on the stomach. And then if you're not careful, child, it causes and one of my family members, it caused cirrhosis in their liver, bro. Hey, what's up, MJ fangirl? So thank you, L. Appreciate you. Yes, I'm very lactose intolerant. My last my last cheese pizza, I literally threw it up. I'll never forget it. My boyfriend at the time was just looking at me like, what just I remember I begged him to get the slice, and the next thing you know, I just started throwing it all up. Yeah, processed food is very, very hard and very, very addictive. It is it's the hardest thing for me to give up. I find like processed food to be harder to give up than cigarettes, which cigarettes was the second hardest thing for me to break. The alcohol, I honestly, it wasn't hard for me to get off the alcohol because like that was like triggered from grief from my father passing away. So I never had a problem with it. But oh no. Can anybody see me? Oh no. Let me see. Hopefully this will fix it. Oh no. Hopefully the screen will come back up. But the processed food journey is it's different. It's something from my childhood. I've been like this since I was a kid. Chat, let me know if the screen is black on everyone's side. So my God, but it's good to know that everyone is having similar struggles, and hopefully we can, get through this together. I am committed to healing both from the food addiction and just all the stuff I've been going through. I feel like because of everything that everyone has been going through from 2020 and beyond, it's just been tough on everybody. Like some people are dealing with loss of family members or loss of a job or relocation or new life, or there's so many reasons why we're overeating and stuffing our feelings down. And yes, we absolutely can keep each other accountable. I will definitely be writing about everything I'm eating for the first 100 days on my website, Green is the New Lean. I can be committed to come here every Monday, at least for the next couple of months. And we can just talk about what we're struggling with. You can even be a special guest. But absolutely, like, I didn't want to come back to this channel until I was committed. Today I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I was just about to go to Target to go get some junk food, and I said, no, you're about to fast, and I'm like, already had like some oyster mushrooms and some mac and cheese. That was my food for the day. I'm going to have a soup for dinner, and then tomorrow I'm just going to have soup and a smoothie, and then I'm hopefully be all liquid for a couple of weeks. If you guys are interested, I'll be doing A Healthy Crush Minimal Fast. It's the second version. He has two versions. I'll be doing the second version for the first time. And, basically the whole point of doing a fast is to reset your palate, to give your system time to rest. Yes, I'm definitely getting enough calories. Like right now, my smoothies have chickpeas in it. And but of course, when I'm detoxing, I definitely have a lot less calories. I try to be as close to no calories as possible when I'm detoxing. I Water fasting is more effective, especially when you're sick. But unless the doctor tells me I have something like cancer or something, I'm not going to do a water fast, a minerals fast. And there's several ways you could do it. You could do, of course, the teas, smoothies, and you could also do soups. I don't do soups until I'm about to transition back into foods. But I'll leave in the description bar the first time I did the minerals fast, literally all these detoxes was coming out of my skin. I'm very lucky. I do have very smooth skin, but when you're detoxing, all this stuff comes out of it, which is fine. It's the winter time. We can look really bumpy and really really weird for the winter. Um but I rather get a handle of it now. And like I said, unless my doctor tells me some really bad news, I think the minerals fast will be enough. And if I get some unforeseen, like really bad news, then I'll do a water fast. But I'll let you guys know. I'll be very candid no matter what. I'll let you guys know. Yeah, you could do a water fast, but I actually had to do a water fast. I think it was a week ago when I got really, really sick. MJ Fangirl, I didn't even last a whole day. The withdrawal was so aggressive. Like I was shaking, but it helped me get some of the mucus out of my system. So yeah, I get migraines. I'm actually not, I don't have migraines now, but I'm very cranky because like I just want food all the time. But I know like the best part of this journey is that once you get through like the uncomfortable days, you feel so much better. And already I feel so much better from last week. Like some of you guys saw my post on the Instagram. I had no voice in the beginning of the year, and there's no rhyme or reason. I had no COVID, nothing. There was just so much mucus in my lungs. It was just unbelievable. And that's probably from the foods that I'm eating. I'm eating really, really, really bad. So like I said, if I might need a grief counselor or some additional therapy. Like I've gone through a lot. Some of you guys know me personally, and you know exactly what I've been dealing with or not dealing with. I've been eating my feelings, to be honest. But now, I'd rather replace that kind of energy with maybe working out or meditating, praying. Like I have to like find a way to deal with this. I've had, now my mom's been passed away for 3 years, and the person before 4 years. It's time for me to push forward and stop eating my feelings away. Because I mean, even if things were normal, oh God, I just like to eat. So you throw grief and depression, it just gets worse. So this has been really cool. I was like a little nervous doing a live because it's my first time doing a live on this channel. And I'm like, is anybody going to show up? And you guys did. Thank you. So yes, I'm here to be accountable to everybody. If I relapse, I will let you know and just keep you posted. I'm not working out with Deja Raleigh because she's now on that. What's that app? It's an app you have to pay for. So for the first month, I'll be doing Sarah Beth yoga because my joints are really stiff. It's really hard for me to move. But once I'm able to move a little bit better, I'll be doing Mr. and Miss Muscle. I really want to focus on workouts that are free. Sooner or later, I'll be back in the gym, but I'm just going to assume everyone's on a budget like me. So we're going to focus mainly on free workouts, and I'll have the workouts posted on my website, also in the Green is the New Lean Facebook. Those are the main two places I'll post up the workouts, and I can also put it on my Tumblr if you guys like. Yes. For the minerals fast, there's lots of fruits and vegetables. You could have either juices, fruit juices, or veggie juices. I usually do fruit juices because one, I can't stand veggie drinks, and two, veggie drinks are expensive. Have y'all been to the supermarket lately? Food is expensive. Oh my Lord. So smoothies are more economically cheaper, and they fill me up longer. And I figure like I do one smoothie and one drink a day. It's still like around 500 calories. Um, like I said, if I get a bad diagnosis, then of course, um, we'll be doing veggie drinks and stuff. But for now, I'm thinking positive and just thinking, hey, just get the processed food out of my system, and everything's going to be okay. So, I will definitely post on Instagram and TikTok and my website just everything I'm doing for the day, so you guys can follow along. But I would definitely say tailor it to you. Like some of you guys might have to do a 2 drinks and a super day. This might not be enough calories for you. Yeah, it's crazy. If I did dairy, that probably is it. But if I had to guess, I think my joints are stiff because of the sugar and the processed food. So as soon as they run blood work, I'm definitely going to get an allergy test as well. I'll know what's going on. But I've actually been experiencing stiff jointness. Actually started for me around 2018, but it was really, really little back then. And then I did the Dr. Sabi stuff and it stopped it. And then I started eating a lot of like fast food again, and it's almost like I'm crippled now. It's like I walk slower than my 86-year-old grandfather. True story. It's sad. Yeah, all my elders walk faster than me now. So yeah, no, I gotta fix this. Yes, I do have a Costco's near me, but surprisingly, I shop at Whole Foods. Whole Foods, those big bags of frozen fruits, only like $10 a bag. Um, I will look to see if they're a little bit cheaper, but I will put it on my website as well. Anything that I buy, I'll let you guys know how much it is, because everyone's always concerned about cost, and I do get that. Especially now, I've been really, really frugal with my money lately, and I look at everything like, oh, how many servings can I get out of blah blah blah. So, but I have a Whole Foods around my job, and I just go to Whole Foods instead. But yes, I have the Costco's near me. There's a hot Costco's in Harlem, and a BJ. So I'll look into it, because I don't have a membership to Costco's, what my grandfather does. Yes, and these are organic. Everything I buy is organic. Um, the amount of pesticides that's in non-organic food is so alarming. It actually causes cancer. And just think about, like, let's say you were eating everything non-organic, how much poison's going in your body. Like, I low-key think there's some form of pesticides even in the organic stuff, but I'm sure it's significantly less. It's so scary, especially if you live in America, how unhealthy the food is, even the healthy food. Like, I hope to go to places like in the Caribbeans and places where the food is just fresher, just to experience what it tastes like. I know when I travel, the food tastes so much better. But everything I eat is organic. As probably tonight, I'll probably start my food prep for the minerals fast. I'm actually excited. Like, one part of me at first was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do it. But just based on how I'm feeling for like my pre-detox, I feel so much better. Yes, Aldi's is good too. Aldi's, Whole Foods, Costco's, yes, Farmers Market, Trader Joe's. You're hitting all the spots. Those are the best places. But if I'm not mistaken, Costco's and Whole Foods are probably the best places for the frozen fruits being at the best price. I haven't been to the farmers market since the pandemic. But maybe when it gets warmer, I'll go back. Like, that's one thing I want to do, is just start going back to my old life and just getting out more. I'm such a hermit now. So, go back to the farmers market, support, the local farmers and plus the food's actually fresher. But definitely those are the best places to get that kind of stuff. Oh, this has been great. I'm thinking I was going to do the live for about 10 minutes. Can you start a container garden? Not in this apartment. I tried. It's equally too hot and too cold. I have a weird apartment. But that's one thing I like about my apartment. Like, I'm never cold in here, but it's weird. That's right. I'll be doing it this year. Please do. I don't want anyone to feel as bad as I do like I did last year. Right? I miss you, MJ fangirl. I manifested one day we'll find a way to be together, even if I have to travel to you. Right? New York has the best farmer markets. Oh my gosh. So I guess that's it for now. I forgot what next week's topic is going to be, but if all goes well, I'll be detoxing this week. And so if I don't cry from withdrawal, I'll let you guys know how I'm doing. And like I said, but I'm really excited to do this. Like, truth be told, I should have been fasting already, but that's, the drugs, the food was calling me. Right? I'm working on stuff. Thank you so much, MJ fangirl. Well, maybe me and MJ fangirl can do a live collaboration. She's actually dairy free. Our lives are actually kind of similar. So, or me and MJ fangirl can go on our other channels and do something live. So maybe I'll give you a call after this live. All right, guys, let me see. All right, there's no real ending to this live. Thank you so much for joining. And if you guys have any questions or any concerns about plant-based foods or anything, let me know. I'm more of an expert on what not to do, but I will beat this. Thank you. And I'm going to give you a call, MJ fangirl. Let's see. All right. Just got to find the ending to this. All right, guys. See you soon. Thanks again for joining.